and neglect often do much more damage than outright dislike. Tell about a time where you saw indifference and neglect create damage. What kind of damage? Is indifference and neglect more dangerous than the dislike? Why?
That's a mouthful.
Indifference and neglect often do much more damage than outright dislike. Tell about a time where you saw indifference and neglect create damage. What kind of damage? Is indifference and neglect more dangerous than dislike? Why?
I think indifference and neglect are more dangerous. And I actually had a part of a speech that I did here a while back where I talked about a lot about my relationship with my husband, and an answer I got from him. For those of you who don't know me, I speak on romance and intimacy. And I gave a talk, and I talked about how there was a day in my life where my husband basically, I asked him a really hard question, and I just said, "We have a good sex life, right?" And he didn't answer me. And I asked him again, and he didn't answer me again. And so I really came back to him with, "Well, we do, don't we?" And he wouldn't answer me, because his eyes said, "I can't tell you what you want to hear." And what I realized in that moment, when he couldn't tell me that, was that we were agonizingly average. And that's what indifference is. It's just gut-wrenchingly, hideously average. And there's like nothing really more painful than sitting and watching a boring movie or an average anything. You want to get up, run from the room, anything, but you don't want to sit through a boring movie. So average to me is like living on the edge of danger. We're doing just enough to squeak by, and we're living on the edge of failure. You'd be better off just to say, "I don't like it, I don't want to do it," or whatever. So to me, that indifference is extremely dangerous.